How did Burna Boy move from this to this and to this?
We're doing this shit because we're fucking doing it and we love it, you understand? So when I stand up here and I see you over there with your girl sleeping in front of me, this is me the fuck off, man. You understand? So please take that the fuck home. Yeah? Fast now. Take her home, take her home, take her home. Bro, I'm not doing no more song until you take her home. Real life. Alright, take it the fucking piece, bro. Wallahi, I'm not doing another song till you go home. Wallahi.
Burna Boy is getting cancelled, and honestly, after what he did, people say he deserves it. A few days ago, he had a show in Texas and the place was basically empty. Fans boycotted him hard, and here is why. At his last concert, Burna Boy finally came on stage super late, hours late, and by the time he showed up, a couple in the crowd had fallen asleep waiting. Instead of performing, he stopped the whole show and started calling them out. He yelled at the guy for letting his girl fall asleep, and then he said he would never sing another song until she was removed. Yes, removed from the concert she paid for. People were shocked. Fans online said he completely disrespected them and acted like he was above everyone just because he's rich and famous. And here is the wild part. The woman was not even trying to be rude. She had been dealing with family problems and was so exhausted. And the only reason she fell asleep was because Burna Boy showed up so late. Now, people are cancelling him and his Texas show proves it. Fans are saying they are done supporting artists who treat their supporters like this. His recent behavior on stage sparked massive conversations online, and trust me, people had a lot to say.
Looks like Burna Boy had a FAFO moment. Fans have been refusing to attend his shows ever since he kicked out that sleeping fan at the venue in Colorado. Can Burna Boy come back from this, or is this the end of his career? Because while the name of his tour is No Signs of Weakness, he missed every opportunity to show strength through humility by apologizing when the incident initially occurred. Because it turned out that sleeping fan was stressed out and dealing with depression due to the loss of her child's father, and his actions only exacerbated her distress. Imagine spending your hard-earned money for front row seats to try to escape your depression, if only for a moment, only to be publicly humiliated. Oh, but see, the thing about Beyonce's internet is that it'll humble you real fast, and they quickly shrunk the African giant's ego down to size. He did eventually give a half-baked apology after ticket sales started to decline. But is it too little, too late? Let this be a reminder that even giants can fall when they forget the people who put them on top in the first place.
Burna Boy has begun canceling tour dates due to low ticket sales here in the US. I saw this being rumored and I went and looked it up myself. And so I saw on Ticketmaster that his date tomorrow in Minneapolis has been canceled. And then I think this weekend in Chicago has also been canceled due to low ticket sales. It was rumored that Atlanta and DC were going to be canceled as well. So I went and looked up, DC to see what the seats were looking like. And I'm going to show y'all. This is the availability of seats left for DC, which is surprising because DC, the DMV area, there is a lot of West Africans there. But his tickets are not selling. This does not need to be an arena tour. He needs to go to a smaller venue. But I don't think he's humble. I think he's way too arrogant. And, he's going to end up canceling more tour dates. Like I said in my previous video, where I was talking about, the videos from the Houston tour date where, it looked empty. Like, yes, people were there, but this did not need to be an arena or a concert in an arena. There were so many empty seats. People are over him. I do think he tours a lot. People in the comments said that he always shows up mad late. And then he's just been very disrespectful towards fans. He kicked the fan out for sleeping. He said that he doesn't want poor people buying his tickets. the incident with the married woman who rejected him because he was married, and so he assaulted her husband. He's just very arrogant. He thinks that, you know, his stuff does not stink and that, you know, he can do whatever he wants. And now he's finding out, yes, you can do whatever you want, but we can also, and we cannot support you. We cannot support you. And you're gonna have to cancel more tour dates, or you're gonna have to go to smaller venues. And again, like I said in my last video, sometimes when, you know, you really like an artist and they're actually a good person, you feel bad when, you know, their tickets aren't selling. But for you, it's kind of a key.
I thought you guys said Burna Boy can't be cancelled. I thought you guys said it can't happen. Checking the weather. Seems like cancer to me. Yo! Your fans, the ones that said he wasn't canceled, y'all didn't buy enough tickets. You should have bought enough tickets to shut us up. Us haters. This Burna Boy situation is a reminder of a couple of things. Number one, never think that you're above the program. Number two, play stupid games and you'll win the appropriate price for it. Number three, just because you've gotten away with certain things in the past does not mean there will not be a breaking point. The situation at hand is truly unfortunate, but was inevitable. There was no need to embarrass the person that was in the audience. I am someone that's actually gone through that when I was a little bit younger. I know how much that has impacted me to this day when it comes to public humiliation. You've seen that someone is sleeping in your audience. Burna Boy is well within his rights to say, I'm here giving a show and you are sleeping. However, to now find out that he was allegedly late for the show, why would a person not be sleeping? I would call him an Afrobeats artist, but the last time that he spoke to us, he said, please don't, he's not an Afrobeats artist, so African artists. A lot of my first experiences with concerts were with Afrobeats, African artists. For context, I'm based in London. For me, I thought the norm was shows starting at 9, 9:30, 10 even, until I went to go and see Ray. That is the person that shocks me. Ray was out with the orchestra. The whole live band. Max 8:30, 8:45, 9 were deep into the show. If you got there thinking that she was gonna do African timing, oh baby, you had missed a good portion of the show. Like I said, he was well within his rights to have that observation. He has eyes. He can see the person is sleeping. Fine. Like, I'm not here to dispute that. That is why you have your crew. That is why you have security. What would have made the most sense was to whisper into somebody's ear and say, actually someone is sleeping, please check on them. That is even for health and safety reasons. Is the person anemic? There are so many reasons as to why that could have been the case. What I think our agents need to understand is that a lot of their shows is somebody's source of escapism. Some people are going through some real life shit. We are in tough times, and I feel that lack of empathy, that lack of even trying to understand before you chastise and you embarrass on the big mic. There is just something about people using mics to disgrace people that I really hate. I hate it so much. You are not on a reality TV show, you are performing. Now, the alleged additional context of the father of her child passing away, like, oh man, and then you double down on this and you are basically insulting your fans. Now, going back to my third point that I made in the beginning of this video, getting away with things in the past. This is not your core audience that may have allowed this to run in the past. This is an audience that, if we're being quite frank here, let's be real, you change your sound for to appease them. You got your Brandy sample, your Tony Braxton sample, etc, etc. You don't get to do this with the people that you are trying to impress. They are not going to allow someone that is not their own, especially to get away with that. And this is why we're where we're at, where a show has to be cancelled, where half the arena is empty when you're known for filling up stadiums. What? And I think this is the consequences of enabling. That is not to take accountability of him. He's a grown man that should know and do better. But when this behavior is glorified, this is what happens. Because those that glorify this behavior, they cannot fill those empty seats. They don't have the power to make the show go on. Like I said, the behavior is not new per se. Like I mentioned, you change your sound. A lot of the core audience have not been happy with that. The people too that you're trying to impress too, you have not made them happy presently. Where are you going to go from here? I cannot say for sure that this will have a long-lasting impact. However, the short to medium-term impacts, we are witnessing it in 4K right now. That is truly on him.
Burna Boy saying, I am not forcing anybody to be my fan, and I don't want broke fans, is a clear example of Burna Boy's arrogance. I keep on saying this. This is not the first time Burna Boy has shown the world how arrogant he is. It is not. Bro, there's a media personality in Nigeria that just writes a book about Burna Boy and how arrogant he is, and has been actually. This same Burna Boy has kicked people on stage. This same Burna Boy has slapped people. This same Burna Boy has kicked people out of his show. Not even one. In fact, the one that's trending right now by the Colorado one wasn't even the main one. I think there was another one that happened last year. Look, DJ Lambo, who's like part of his team right now as like what, tour DJ or whatever, he cursed her out on the stage too. That was like years ago. He cursed her out, and I think that is the guilt that made him bring her on his team. Look, the Burna Boy brand has been chaotic. And honestly, he has built his whole brand on Arrogance. And I would say it works for him. It does, because he owns up to it. He lets everybody know that, yeah, I'm an asshole, I'm gonna be an asshole, and that's good. But I'll tell you this, the reason why this branding will continue to work for Burna Boy, it's because we don't have a cancel culture based on the behaviors the artists put out, especially if it's a male artist. And that takes us to a whole different conversation I don't want to go into. But being a male artist, it's hard to cancel somebody like that because the behavior he puts out, people could easily let it go because they're like, oh, he's a guy. Reason number two why it will be hard to cancel Burna Boy is because you will all continue going to that show. You will all continue going there. They'll be kicking your faces, slapping you guys, kicking you guys out of the show, and you guys will still keep on going there. You are the problem. Because guess what? Even after he said what he said, there are people in the comments that are more like, yep, he said it. I still Burna Boy stand. So what are we doing?
They're canceling Burna Boy for real. They're canceling Burna Boy for real. It's been, what, 4 or 5 concerts he's had to cancel because of low ticket sales? When you have bad character, people will finally stand up to you. I've been knowing Burna Boy had bad character for a minute now because I've been a fan of his since undergrad. But baby, does he finally see it now? Will he finally say sorry now?
And here is the part Burna Boy didn't see coming. His own Nigerian brothers and sisters joined the backlash. They didn't hold back, they didn't sugarcoat anything, and they made it clear that he crossed a line.
Imagine being at a concert and you close your eyes for 5 seconds. Open your eyes and the celebrity on stage is telling you need to leave because you're sleeping. As how? In the seat that I paid for, you think I'm getting up because you asked me to. You have to come and collect me your damn self. It's not possible that I'm moving, I'm sorry. Talking about someone, wallahi, I'm not playing another song, yeah? Yeah, you might as well cancel the show as it is. Cancel it now because I'm not leaving. Like, what? You're telling me to get out of my seat because I'm sleeping. Saying you will not play another song because I'm sleeping. What does that have to do with the show? I just imagine everybody in the background yelling, go home, go home. I would have went to prison. I would have went to jail.
No go silence Burna Boy. No sign of weakness. No sign of weakness though. They don't cancel him, guys. And that is the power of social media. When you have a shitty attitude, you think that you can get away with it continuously. It cannot happen, guys. News reaching us yesterday at 8:46 p.m. said that Burna Boy has now cancelled 5 arena dates from his no sign of weakness show. You can't be like, say the guy can't be weak. No sign of weakness. Why you not go sing for your empty crowd? You can't have a shitty attitude, come 5 hours late to your own show, chase people out of the crowd and tag it no sign of weakness. In real time, that is how you know boy moms. You understand? You will know a boy that was raised by his mom and did not have any kind of consequences for actions that he did as a kid and is now allowed to continue. Because what do you mean the show that feed you, the show that fans will work hard for? Gather tickets. I went to 50 Cent show. I spent nothing less than $500 to go to just 50 Cent show. So if you want to go to any show whatsoever, if you add flight, add ticket, add food, you'll be spending up to 1,000. These artists don't give a fuck about how you're hustling to come to their show just because you like them. And so that is why I'm so happy that you guys are showing them in real time what the consequences of their action will be. His last show, there was nobody. Now he has cancelled it because of low sales of tickets. He never see Shaggy.
Thing about the universe, when it's your time to collect, it's gonna be your time to collect, and you'll be collecting in different areas. Because how come is this exactly at this particular time when a particular person is being cancelled for sending someone out of their show for being insensitive? It is at this particular time that an influx of videos of people having different issues at people's events and concerts, and the artists stopping and saying, please help them. I feel like someone needs help. Can you all like die? When the universe is working against you. The beer is so bad. Because if you check the comment section of those videos, it's just people saying, no try that one for our uncle concert too. No try that one. It's not supposed to be fun. Honestly, to a particular extent, it's not. And if I'm going to be very honest with you, people are late to the cancel him party because I have been at this pitch for a long time. Do you know since when? It was when he was being interviewed by this particular magazine. I don't know if it was a magazine, it was a station, whatever it was. And it was not just him, it was him, his mother, and his grandfather, if I'm not mistaken. And if I remember, his grandfather is somewhat kind of affiliated with Fela, so he was giving like background stories of what was happening back then when they were in the music industry. And I was finding it very interesting because I'm one person who loves history. Like, I love when people are talking about things that happened before, especially from a first person point of view, because you were there and you knew exactly what happened. Only for this boy to open his mouth to say, damn, this gotta be like the most boring episode, right? This gotta be like, this episode is boring, man, it's boring. It was at that particular point I was like, I don't like this. That was when I started mentally withdrawing. All these whole albums that have been new that everybody has been listening to, I saying, oh my god, this sound has changed. I did not even know that his sound changed. Like, honestly, that was on my own. But yeah, y'all might be late to the Cancel Him party, but at least it's happening. Maybe some people will take corrections from this. Because as a service provider, especially as one that provides entertainment, this is so bad for your brand. Like, I don't think a lot of these artists, a lot of these entertainers performers understand how important likability is, especially in their own field. Because one thing people will do is move with the crowd. Not a lot of people wanted to cancel you before, and a lot of people were supporting you, and you were thinking, oh, you've gotten to this particular point. But we tend to forget that sometimes trends shift, and people's cups can get filled with your rubbish, and then they start to call you out, and then more people start to call you out when they see other people calling you out, and then it's just a downhill motion from that. They said, as you make your bed, so shall you lay on it. Goodbye.
Looking like some of you don't want this fame again. It's looking like this fame, it has tired most of you guys. There's just no way that you will actually be this careless with your career with words like this. Guys, so here we have example number 1. You can go to my last quotes for reference. This was so insensitive. Burna Boy, you were so much better off not saying anything at all. You could have just stayed quiet, could have continued with your shows. This was very insulting, not only to the girl that you humiliated, but to the rest of your fans. Nobody ever said that you begged us to be your fans, but once upon a time you were an up-and-coming artist. Do you think that success is forever? What do you think brings longevity in this business? Unless you guys want to come out and say that you are not making money from your fans, unless you want to say that your money is spiritual, I see no reason as to why you, as an artist, will come out and say that you did not beg anyone to be your fan. Y'all know what to do. Y'all know what to do. This is crazy. This is the height of it. Once again, our Nigerian artists being tone deaf and being insensitive. I'm just tired. At this point, are you guys not tired of being humiliated by your fellow human beings? These people, they are not God. They are not God. They are not God. We as consumers, we need to understand the power that we have, the power that we hold. Yes, his music is sweet. Yes, his performances are sweet. When people decide that they just want to make their whole personality to be filled with arrogance, it gets to a point where enough is enough, and you start to show them where the true power lies. A word is enough for the wise.
You see this Burna Boy situation, honestly, it didn't sit right with me. I get it. Artists want energy, they want vibe, they want fans who match the moment. But sometimes in real life, it's people other than music ever could. That woman didn't disrespect Burna Boy. She didn't insult him. She didn't even sabotage the show. She was simply tired, and guess what? She recently lost the father of a child. That kind of pain follows you everywhere you go, even to places where you're trying to escape it. So, publicly calling her out, stopping the show, forcing her out in front of thousands of people, that was unnecessary. You're too big, you're too talented, you're too influential to let a sleeping fan into a global embarrassment. This is not coming from a place of hate. This is accountability. Honor, if there is any advice at all, reach out to her, find her, speak to her privately, apologize like a man. Your humility in this moment will carry more weight than any stadium performance. And if you can, bless her, give her something meaningful, show her and show the world that you care about people who support you. Just so you know, in the United States, the Americans are big on customer service. At the end of the day, fans ain't only fan when they're dancing. They're fans when they're grieving, fans when they are exhausted, fans when life breaks them down. Sometimes the stronger things an artist can do is show a little heart.
I went to Burna Boy's concert last night in Dallas, and let me preface this by stating I'm definitely somebody who can separate the art from the artist. I don't follow a lot of celebrities on social media, and to be quite frank with you guys, me and the girlies got invited out. So what are we doing? Going to a free concert. I don't want to just come and see a performer. I want to see a performance. I'll give it to Burna. He is an amazing artist. Like, his music, I think any artist that's able to evoke different emotions within me spiritually is just top tier. But I think what we're seeing is a man who got lost in the plot. Like, how much of who we are depends on reputation. I studied this in school. I have a degree in PR. So seeing how Burna Boy is slowly fading out, kinda, I wouldn't even put it as far as that, but seeing this backlash he's getting is due to his reputation. We're seeing his reputation slowly diminish, and if there's one law that has no reversal, it's your reputation. You're meant to uphold that at all times because there's no good that comes out of having a bad reputation. I don't care if you're a celebrity, and I think this is what's happening with Burna. His ego needs to die. Because what? You thought you didn't have to give as much this year as you've done in the past? I've seen Burna a few times. Honestly, I think this concert wasn't well timed to begin with, but that's another conversation. And I think concerts are meant to evoke different emotions within us, right? So I'm looking at the stage presence, the staged artwork. It's giving low budget. I think the reason why people pay hundreds of dollars and even go to concerts is because they're expecting to have an amazing performance, not just see an artist. They want to see the dancers, the choreography. They want to see the stage design. All of these things truly matter. And you're telling me you couldn't find just one stylist. I'm a stylist. You could have paid me $100. I would have styled them gladly. It's as if these things didn't matter. I think these things matter in a concert, and from the dancers' outfits to the drum line, like, it was just giving. It's as if he was just repurposing each person. Bro, like, you could have paid me to style your dancers, like, too big. You think these things don't matter, and this is the same reason why people go to concerts and pay hundreds of dollars, because they want to feel these different emotions. Like, I'm just looking at you because your ego is so big. I'm like, this, as he's performing, I'm just looking at him like he thinks this is all we need to see. Like, he thinks that these things don't matter. Like, we're just sold, we're just bought on the idea to see Burna Boy. And next time I see him in concert, if I do, because I've seen him too many times, I want to feel something. And I feel like Burna Boy really lacked all these different elements that go into having a concert. Let me just do this world tour, because what, isn't that how celebrities make money? Is that why everybody's touring? Like, they make money through tours? I don't know. It just felt like, let me just give them something. Let me just give them small. I be like, I don't know.
At the end of the day, this whole Burna Boy situation has become a lesson that even the biggest artists can fall from grace when they forget the people who put them there. Fans are no longer tolerating disrespect, arrogance, or unprofessional behavior, especially not from someone they spend their hard-earned money to see. Whether Burna Boy likes it or not, the Texas turnout sent a loud message. If you mistreat your supporters, they will walk away. The music industry is changing, and so are the fans. Respect is now a requirement, not a bonus. And until Burna Boy addresses this behavior and makes things right, the cancellation train will keep moving, with or without him. So, if you love this video, please do well to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Thank you very much for watching, and see you on the next one.